typical flower. Objective: this topic explains the structure of a typical flower. In a garden, we see various types of flowers. Flowers are the reproductive parts of a plant. A flower is a modified shoot comprising 4 floral whorls and is usually the most attractive part of the plant. Let us study the structure of a flower in detail. The flower is made up of 2 non-essential whorls and 2 essential whorls. The stalk of the flower is called pedicel, which has a swollen structure known as the thalamus. Calyx is the outermost whorl of the flower. It consists of sepals, which are usually green in color. It is the outermost non-essential whorl of the flower. Its main function is to protect the flower in its bud stage. As the sepals are green, they also carry out photosynthesis. Corolla is the second non-essential whorl. It is composed of petals that are large and showy. Petals are usually brightly colored and attract insects for pollination. The next inner whorl is the androecium that comprises a number of stamens. Each stamen consists of a filament and an anther. The anther of this flower has 2 anther lobes joined with the help of a connective. Each of these contains numerous pollen grains. When the anther matures, these pollen grains are released. A magnified view of a pollen grain shows a hard outer covering called exine. The inner thin layer is called intine. We find a generative cell and a tube cell within a pollen grain. The 4th floral whorl is the gynoecium, which is the female reproductive part of a flower. It has a terminal knob-like portion known as stigma. The stigma continues as a thin stalk-like structure called style, which ends into a swollen pear-shaped body known as ovary. A section of the ovary shows chambers known as locules. These locules have ovules inside them. Each ovule is attached to the placenta by a stalk-like structure called the funiculus. To summarize, a typical flower has 4 floral whorls. Calyx is the outermost whorl. It is made up of units called sepals. The next inner whorl is the corolla, which is composed of bright petals. Inner to the petals is the male reproductive whorl called the androecium. Its units are called stamens. They produce pollen grains within their anther lobes. The innermost whorl is the gynoecium, which is the female reproductive whorl. These 4 whorls together form a complete flower.